Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a year, but I think I am finally ready to start doing YouTube for real. Well, not for real, but just for fun. So today I am inspired by the warmer weather. So I want to do a fun, dewy, glowy, everyday makeup routine that I often wear to work. It's super easy and it takes like 5 minutes to do in the morning, maybe 10, depending on how tired I am. And yeah, I'm gonna walk you through it, show you guys everything that I use, and it's gonna be great, so enjoy. So, I'm gonna start off with this Kiehl's Clearly Corrective Brightening and Smoothing Treatment Water, and it smells amazing. It smells like bergamot and lavender. So I just go in with a cotton pad and go all over my face. And it smells so nice, and I try to avoid my eyes because they get really sensitive, so I just go all over. And so I let that dry. And then I go in with this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel, and this is the original one. I think they've done a new version of it where they put like a pump in the middle, but I've been using this one since like grade 8. But I just put a little dot in and then rub it on my face, on my face. And it doesn't really smell like anything, which is nice. Especially if some of your other makeups have a scent, it can be kind of overwhelming. And then this is something that I discovered sort of recently, and this is my second time buying it, so I kind of like it and I like how it works on my skin, is the First Aid Beauty 5-in-1 Eye Cream. And this stuff works wonders on my skin. It makes my eyes super bright. If I put it on at night, I can tell if I put it on the night before because my eyes don't look sort of gray and tired. So it really helps with that. And I used to actually have milia under my eyes, which is like little tiny clogged pores almost, and they look like little hard pearls. And this has actually gotten rid of it, so I'm really excited about that. I just put this under my eyes and on my eyelids actually. And then I always like put it up in my forehead area because I'm afraid of getting wrinkles because I have like really deep expression lines when I raise my eyebrows. I'm gonna try and use that there to prevent early wrinkling because I'm scared of that, which is not, I don't know, it's whatever, but I don't like it, so. Next thing is the Sugar Lip Polish by Fresh, and same story, I've bought this a bunch of different times and I absolutely love it. And the reason why I love it actually is because it's so exfoliating on your lips that it almost like makes them red to a point where it's like, are you okay? But I just put a little bit on and rub it really hard on my lips to sort of make them red and rosy. Like that. And then if my lips are extra dry, I take the like scrubby side of an exfoliating pad and like sort of drag it along, and it helps get the sugar a little bit deeper, and it feels really nice too. And then I usually just lick the rest of it off because it's just sugar and honey, I want to say, maybe agave, so it's totally edible, I think. And now we are going to go into the makeup part. So my skin is fully prepped, my lips are prepped, and we're ready to go on with the makeup. So what I've been using usually, just because I don't love a heavy foundation during the day, I feel like my skin just like, I don't want to touch it. So I've used this for quite a while now, is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. And it's super dewy on your skin and it doesn't make it dry. And I just find that it wears really well on my skin. And it also has SPF, which I have a hard time wearing year round, but it sort of makes it easier for me because it's built into it. So that's really good. And I just put a little dot, like that big, on my finger. And a lot of people say that they like using their hands because their hands are warm and it helps blend the makeup. I'm almost the opposite. My hands are freezing like all of the time, so it's almost nice having like my cool fingers on my face. which maybe isn't best for blending in makeup, but I find it works on my skin, and whatever doesn't get blended out through my fingers, I always go in with a brush, which I've forgotten, but oh well. So for my under eyes, which I tend to get because I have not the best sleep all the time, so I can always use a bit of help with makeup in the morning. I take this Tarte Amazonian Clay Concealer. It's in light sand, and usually I switch between, I think the other shade is called, I don't know, I honestly don't know, but I switch between a couple shades, just depending on the year and depending on my tan. But I'm pretty fair now, so I'm using the lighter shade, and it has a bit of a yellow undertone, which is really nice for the eyes for my skin, because sometimes lighter shades can look a bit ashy on me, so this one I find works. So I use this and put a little bit under my eyes, and I put a little bit if I'm having any issues, and I get little glasses marks, so I'm just gonna cover those up, and that's that. And then same thing with my ring fingers, I go in and just blend it through. I find that when I use a brush that it blends super quick, and I often like lose a lot of the product on the brush. So if I need a bit more coverage, I use my fingers, which I'm gonna do today, and just pat it in. All right, so next, this is a new purchase that I bought, and I'm absolutely loving it. This is a highlighter by Becca. It's their Glow Glaze Stick, and it's super nice. I think it has avocado oil and shea butter, and it's just super creamy and almost serves as another moisturizer for your skin. So this is a beautiful shade. I don't know if you can, I don't know how this works, so I'm just gonna put it on. But it's like a super creamy, almost like a light caramel color, and it has like the tiniest bit of like shimmer to it, so it's really nice, but it almost looks like, as the name says, a glaze. So it's like this really like wet skin kind of look that I'm really into lately, so I use this every day. I just put it on the high points of my face, under my brow, on top here. Same story on the other side of my face, and then I always do a little X on my forehead, and then same thing on my chin. So hopefully I have enough there. You can see it too. It's almost like this like super like wet kind of reflective thing, instead of like the typical just like glitter highlighter, which is gorgeous, but sometimes on my skin and sometimes just for every day I don't want a disco ball on my face. I just want a little oil slick. So I just tap this in with my fingers here to sort of blend it in, and on my forehead as well, and on my chin. And you can see it just has like the most like subtle, natural like highlight to it, and I love it. Love it. So, oh, and I even brought it up. This was the Makeup Forever highlighter, and although I don't love it for my cheeks, I'm obsessed with it for my inner eyes. When I'm feeling like I would want to take a little bit more time in the morning, even though it takes 2 seconds, I'll dab this in the inner corner of my eyes to brighten them up. But it really just makes my eyes open up a little bit, and it sort of hides the dark creases, not dark creases, the dark corners where my tear ducts are. It sort of brightens that up, which I really like. And the next is blush, is the Clinique Baby Tint in Poppin' Poppy, and it's literally their lip gloss, lip chapstick, sort of tinted chapstick line, and it's really old. I think, I can't even remember when I got this. I was probably in like elementary school, or it's probably my mom's actually that she got when I was in elementary school. But I use it for blush, and I just put it on my cheeks like this a little bit. And I really should have brought my brush, but maybe not. And I just take, this brush is just the Airbrush Precision Foundation brush from Sephora, but I use it for my blush just because it's a little bit more compact and I can control where the blush is going. I used to use like a super fluffy brush and I would get blush all over my face and I just looked like red, and it was a look. But I go in and just blend this out and sort of match it up with my hairline. And then I smile and bring it up. But you can even see that when I smile, I have these little creases in my eyes, which I love, but makeup doesn't love. So it creases in there. So this cream or lipstick blush sort of sticks to my skin better and doesn't, I don't know, get all weird. But I just blend that through. Put a little extra on my nose. And it's super sheer. That's a little much on that side. But whatever. But it keeps it super sheer. And I really like it. And next, well, I usually put my highlighter on after, but so I'm just gonna put some more on. Right here and right here. Just because I like my highlighter on top of my blush usually. And I just dab that back in. Okay. And that's pretty much it for my face, like skin makeup. I like to keep it light during the day. And my skin, I don't know, I just don't love the look of like heavy foundation on me, so that's usually what I'll do. And then I'll set it with this Milk Blur Spray, which I recently got, but I love it. Great product, highly recommend. So I just do a couple sprays over my face, let it dry, and fan myself off a bit. And next is brows. I used to get my brows done when I was younger because I had crazy caterpillar eyebrows and they were all over the place. And then I sort of learned how to do them, and then I did them myself, and then recently I've been getting them done again, like Midtown, and I'm obsessed with the place that I go to. It's called Lack Beauty, and I go to this girl named Kelly, and she does a phenomenal job every time. So I'm probably due for another eyebrow appointment soon, but she showed me, she actually used this Kelly Baker brow defining pencil on me, and it's super minimal. It is super light and doesn't make your eyebrows look super chunky. So I love this. So I just brush my eyebrows up on both sides. And there is a pencil on the other side that I do just to, I'm gonna say super again, holy cow. I just line the base of my brow. But my brows are pretty thick, so I don't really need to do too much, but what I end up doing is just dragging out the tail a tiny bit and then just filling any patches that I have. And then same on this side. On this side, for some reason, it like doesn't grow in like right here, so I always have to fill that in a little bit more. And then same like right here, there's like a little tiny patch there, and then I'll just extend it. I can't even see. Yeah. But as you can tell, super, man, it's really minimal, and I like them like that. I find that these brows on me that are super chunky just don't look good, and they make me look crazy because my eyebrows are really dark as is, and it is just weird. If I feel like they're wildy and I want a bit more structure to it, I use the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus. It's a tinted, oh, it's in shade 4.5. It's a tinted eyebrow gel, and if I don't fill in my eyebrows and I want a sort of fluffy look, I'll go for this. It dyes the eyebrows almost and acts like a mascara, so it makes them long and fluffy, and I like it. But I don't use it every day, just because on days that I'm going to yoga or I know that I'm going to be working late and frustrated with work, I rub my face a lot, and if I rub this on my face, it'll get dye a little bit, not too much, but enough that it like makes me not want to wear it. But if I want that manicured look on my eyebrows, and I am conscious that I won't touch my face. I'll put this on and I really like it. It holds the eyebrow there, but you can see that that's probably the extent that I want to go, because they'll get wildy. They'll get boyish, which isn't a bad thing, but you know, I don't want to look like a boy all the time. And one of the last steps, not the last one, is mascara. My eyebrows usually grow straight out, so I need a little bit of help. So I'll just curl it before I put on my mascara. Oh, I just clamped my eyebrow. I mean my eyelid. But you can tell that they're already like up, they up. And for mascara, I think I'm a fan of Clinique because I think this is my third Clinique product. But as I mentioned, I have super sensitive eyes, so a lot of mascaras, if they're not waterproof or they get flaky throughout the day, will drop into my eyes and I'll have a reaction, and I found that out the hard way a couple times. So this Clinique mascara is something that I haven't reacted to, and I've been wearing it for a couple months now, and I really like it. But what I hate is clumpy eyelashes. They bother me so much. So a trick that I guess learned through osmosis, I'm not sure how I learned it or who I learned it from, is I take the mascara brush and like drag it to get all of the excess off. So what's left on the wand is not a lot of mascara, which I like, and it creates more of a fluffy look to your eyelashes rather than them just being really dark and thick and black, which I don't love. And I've been trying not to raise my eyebrows while I put it on because my makeup will get creasy in my forehead, but I can only help it so much before I start to raise them. So. It's a super light look. See, I need to like, no. But that is the sort of mascara look that I go for. It's super fresh, super duper light, because I like that. And I'm gonna go back with the Clinique Chubby Stick and go over my lips with that. It's a really nice color in the spring, and it's super moisturizing, so I really like it. And I think we're done. So this is the look that I go to work with most days. I hope you guys like it. I really love how fresh it is, how light it is. It's super easy to wear, and it wears off really well. A lot of the times if I'm wearing an evening makeup or something, you can start to see it wear off, and there's a huge difference between the time you put it on and the time you put it off, and this one wears nicely throughout the day. So I hope you guys like it as well. Hopefully I will be doing more videos soon. I'm not exactly sure what I want this channel to be. I don't know if I want it to be makeup or baking or painting. So if you have any suggestions for me, I know I sent out a couple feelers and everyone's like, how do you make it of your dog? But I don't know, we have to sort of see what I like to do. I have a lot of interest, well, sort of. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, bye.